So you're thinking about starting a family. That's a huge step. And, the first place we all go for answers is the internet. But let's be honest, it can be a total rabbit hole of conflicting advice and just confusing information. That's why today, we're going to take a look at a website called TheFamilyArc.com and see if it really offers a better way to navigate this whole journey.
Okay, let's be real for a second. The moment you even start thinking about having kids, it feels like the entire internet just descends on you with an opinion. You're just bombarded with information, and it's almost impossible to figure out who to trust. It is absolutely overwhelming. And it doesn't matter if you're actively trying or if it's just a little thought in the back of your mind for the future, you've probably felt it. That intense pressure to get everything exactly right. The search for good, reliable information can be just incredibly stressful. And it's no wonder it's so stressful when you're dealing with all of this. I mean, you've got information overload coming at you from a million different places. You've got unreliable advice, big privacy worries, and what about those hidden costs for all those supposedly free apps? It really does feel like you're walking through a minefield. But what if there was a tool that was actually designed to cut through all of that noise? Well, that's the big claim from TheFamilyArc.com. So let's dive in and see if it actually lives up to the hype. Okay, so first impressions. This does not look like your typical cluttered ad-filled website. It's clean, it feels calm, it honestly feels more like a supportive friend than some kind of data-grabbing app. And the words right there on the screen say it all. Private, simple, and beautifully designed. And here's where it gets really interesting. This isn't just about tracking your cycle or ovulation. TheFamilyArc.com is positioning itself as a complete guide, covering everything from the strength of your relationship to the science of fertility. It's a much more holistic approach.
So, what's actually inside this guide? What are the tools they give you? Come on, let's take a quick tour and see how it works.
One of the very first things you'll find are these interactive quizzes. And look, these aren't just for fun, they're actually science-backed. The whole point is to give you some genuinely useful, personalized insights.
And you can see the variety right away. On one hand, you've got some fun stuff, like a baby name style quiz. But then on the other, you have more serious, evidence-based tools, like a fertility IQ assessment. The whole idea seems to be about getting quick, helpful feedback no matter what you're curious about.
And this really shows you how comprehensive they're trying to be. They're not just zeroing in on the biological side of things. The platform actually gets you to think about your financial health, your physical readiness, and even the strength of your partnership, which, as we all know, is just so important.
But the quizzes? They're really just the starting point. The real power of this platform seems to be how it organizes everything into this clear, step-by-step guided journey.
So here it is. They've broken down the entire process into 5 really clear stages. You start with preconception planning, then you dive deep into understanding fertility and cycles. From there, it guides you through pregnancy, helps with choosing a name, and even has a whole section on building strong relationships. It's basically a full roadmap. And when you click into each of these stages, you find these super practical tools, like this preconception checklist. This is what's so smart. It takes the huge, daunting goal of getting ready for a baby and breaks it down into small, manageable steps. It's all about turning that feeling of overwhelm into a clear, actionable plan. Okay, so all these tools look great, but let's talk about the big question. Can you actually trust it? Let's circle back to those initial concerns we had, privacy, reliability, and see how TheFamilyArc.com stacks up. Well, they lay out their core values right on the site. You've got privacy first, and that's a huge one we're about to get into, then family-focused and evidence-based, which is all about the quality of the info, and always free, which tackles that annoying issue of hidden costs head-on. So what does privacy by design really mean for you? Because it's not just some catchy phrase. It means you don't have to create an account. It means there are no tracking pixels following you around the web. And it means your most personal, sensitive information never leaves your own device. It stays with you. This quote from their site really spells it out perfectly. All the sensitive calculations are happening right there in your browser. This means the website itself never even sees your personal health data. In a world where we're constantly hearing about data breaches, especially in the femtech space, which has gotten a lot of criticism for this is a really big deal. And this chart right here just puts it all into perspective. I mean, look at the difference. Most other platforms, they require an account, they're tracking your user data, and eventually they're going to hit you with a paywall. TheFamilyArc.com is built on a totally different foundation, total anonymity and completely free access. The difference is pretty stark. So what's the big takeaway from all of this? Well, it seems like the entire goal of TheFamilyArc.com is to empower you, to put you in control of your own journey, so you can navigate it with real confidence and clarity. This really does sum up their whole mission, doesn't it? They're trying to give people free, private, and reliable tools that directly address all those common fears and frustrations we talked about at the very beginning.
I love this tagline, smart tools built on science, designed with heart. I think it perfectly captures what they're trying to do. They want to give you reliable, evidence-based information, but in a way that feels supportive and human, not cold and clinical.
So a platform like this really makes you rethink what's possible when it comes to getting guidance for life's biggest decisions. It's a powerful reminder that you shouldn't have to sacrifice your privacy just to get helpful information. The real question it leaves you with is, are you ready to take control and navigate your journey with that kind of confidence?